This is Daniel Poppy, host of How to Write Good. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
Do you need some extra motivation in your life? Are you looking to be inspired? If so, then look no further than the Good God Company.
At the Good God Company, their mission is to create and clothe all loving humans with their unique, inspiring, and beautifully designed t-shirts.
All of the products from the Good God Company are equally designed to motivate you and improve your life. From their mugs, workout tanks, to eye-appealing shirts and sweatshirts.
Learn more about their renowned products by visiting thegoodgodcompany.com. That's thegoodgodcompany.com.
The Good God Company is proud to support Public House Media. The Good God Company. I'm feeling good.
This is Sam Kirby, host of Cinema Stories here on Public House Media. Thank you for tuning into the following broadcast here on Public House Media. Once you're done with this episode, I hope you'll come check out my show, Cinema Stories, where we talk about movie and TV news and reviews, and maybe, just maybe, we'll learn a little something about ourselves. If not, then maybe I made you laugh a couple of times. I don't know. New episodes air bi-weekly on Tuesdays. Thanks again for checking out the totally spectacular following broadcast here on Public House Media.
Admit it. You hit the snooze button this morning. It's a Monday. Why not? And then you get up and you're like, I just don't have enough time to get everything done this morning. Have you ever felt that way? Then you get unmotivated, frazzled, and unable to get the task done because now you're in a slump. Because now you've not maximized your time. You've not become the most productive part of your day. And then now you're just like, the rest of Monday. We blame it on a Monday. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever felt like, I just can't be productive today because I'm in a slump? Well, today, good morning. Welcome to Public House Media. My name is Kim Meyer, and I'm so glad that you're pushing play here on Choose to Rise, that you are listening in on ways to be more productive. We're going to do something different this week. We're going to give it a 3-part series. The show comes out every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and so I found 15 ways to become more productive. I know I need this more in my life, and so that's why I am bringing it to you as well, because if it's there for me, it's probably there for you too. So 15 ways to be more productive. We'll break down 5 each day. Good morning. Thanks so much for joining us here live. All right, so this morning, we're going to be talking about 5 ways that you can be more productive, and then Wednesday will bring you 5 more, and Friday will bring you another 5. But first, I need to tell you that we're brought to you today by the Good God Company. Their goal is to create amazing, positive, awesome, inspirational, motivational, and spiritual message designs on all kinds of different consumer goods. So go check them out on Facebook, Google them, the Good God Company, and get some gear that you can receive and show off your spirit a little bit more. But one thing I want to talk to you today about is how to get more productive. How can you, really feel like you are making a positive impact on your day? How can you go get from the laziness to the productive state in your life? And how, even if you're feeling unmotivated to do so. So a lot of things happen. We know that there's not a lot of miracle moments in our day, right? There's not a lot of things that just happen for us. We don't just snap our fingers and things are a great thing for us. We have to put in a little work. We have to make a plan. We have to get into the grind. We have to really figure out what's going to work for us and move there. The bottom line is that if you want to do things in your life, you're going to have to want to do something other than curl up on the couch and read a book, or curl up on the couch and work on some silly game, play on Snapchat, or scroll the social media feed. You have to be able to get past your lazy habits and move forward in a productive way. So let's talk about 5 habits that you can do today to get you in a more productive state and help you moving along, especially for this Monday, because Mondays are a day that get typically thrown aside as it's a Monday, it's a start day. And really, Monday is a day of the week. And so whether you're talking about an hour of your day, you're talking about half of your day, or you're talking about a day of the week or a day of the month, like you're never going to get this time back. So let's make the most out of it, right? Number 1, accept the road to success may be bumpy. Yep, I said it. Accept the road to success may be bumpy. You may be thinking, oh, yeah. Hold on a minute. We started talking on a post about getting motivated, and now you're starting out with something negative. Well, stay with me here, all right? Because before you really kind of move on from this, I want you to think about where our mind typically starts. Our subconscious reason for being lazy or motivated is actually fear. It's actually making us stop what we're doing, and it makes us feel like we're not good enough. This was totally me. I get unproductive. I start to procrastinate when I'm afraid or fearful of what the consequences are going to be if I do something. So I'm in a business where I reach out to a lot of individuals. I don't necessarily, no one likes hearing no, right? And I'm afraid they're going to say no, or I'm afraid there's not going to be enough time. And I know that sounds silly, but like, it's just one of those things. So like in the past, I've avoided doing things because I was thought trying, struggling, not being able to successful would mean that I was not so good at it. But that's crazy. I needed to protect my ego, like I needed to, protect myself. I didn't want to feel like a failure. But the best thing is like, you have to try new things. You have to do new things. You have to find ways to fail so that you can figure out what works. And people have different skills and they grow in different paces. So using someone else as a benchmark or how good or bad you're doing is not even a fair comparison. Like we are all different individuals. We're all created as different people with different purposes, and we're not supposed to be like the other person. We're supposed to be ourselves and figuring out who we are as an individual. So if you lack motivation because you're afraid of someone being better than you, or that you just might not serve up to the expectations you have for somebody else, like let go of that and know that you are going to be able to be yourself and know that there's going to be bumps in the road, but you can oftentimes overcome them by just taking action. The second step is to daydream. Yep, you heard me right. Staying motivated when working towards something super hard can be difficult because the goal seems like it's out of reach. What's the goal on paper? How do you want to really achieve something? It's an idea, totally not tangible, right? You think it's a daydream. It's something that's always going to be out in space. But try closing your eyes and really attaching emotion to your goal to make it more real and to get you energized. Picture the moment of where you want to be. Then what emotions are you feeling when you get there? How are other people going to feel when you get there? What will you say? What will you do? What opportunities will reaching your goal open up for your family? What will these opportunities mean for you? Play these scenarios out in your mind like a TV show. Get crystal clear on the things that you want to achieve. Become the main character in this TV show, and then open your eyes and start planning the steps in order to get to that point. One of the phrases that we use a lot in our school is clarity precedes competence. And it's so true. Like if you really want to get someplace, you have to get crystal clear on the goals and the dreams that you want. Something that I work on with my team a lot is called dreaming in detail. Really attaching to like those 5-6 questions there. What is it going to feel like? What does it look like? What is it? Get down to the nitty gritty of things so that your brain and I write my affirmation statements as if it's already happened, because you're training your brain to believe that those things are real, that you're already in your control, that are already in your possession. And then when they happen in your real life, your brain just starts to look for those things, and then they happen because you are focusing on the goals as if they are, not so much on as daydreams that they'll never achieve. Number 3, regroup and plan every night. Moving on to some productive to-dos, since we are talking about productivity from beating laziness angle, let's take a very look at the micro level here. At the end of every day, take stock of what you've done, where you've been today, and then what you need to do the next day. This will always work as a to-do list for the next day, so you can wake up with a plan. Don't overwhelm yourself with a big list. Pick 3 things, 3 goals for the next day. Think of the things that are the must-dos. I think of Brian Tracy and the book Eat That Frog. that you start out the day with the 3 biggest things that you need to accomplish. Start with the most important things on your list so you can cross them off. And then if there's time the rest of the day, then you can start checking off the smaller things that are on your list, or the less important things, but something that is going to still make you feel productive, that you don't have to add things to the next day. The other 2 could be, the other things on your list could be a wish list or extra things that can get done, like I said, if you have time. But making sure that you have the hard things done, the big things done that you need to get done, a very first thing at the top of your list. Number 4, banish the feed. This is one thing that is super distracting for me, myself. I mean, my business is on social media. I'm here with you on social media. But committing myself to not going to social media right before bed or right away in the morning, surfing too much, or just, finding myself low in the feed, or spitting in the news feed can definitely get me out of my productive mode. Plus, before relaxing, the most relaxing part of your day is sleeping. You don't want to be consumed by, what's going wrong in the world on somebody else's complaining from the news feed. So make sure that you are, using your me time, using your quiet time as for yourself. In the morning, do the same thing. Turn off the social media as soon as you wake up, because a bad habit is when you get up and you just start scrolling with your phone. One habit that I've really gotten good at lately is leaving my phone in a different location. It's my alarm clock, but it serves me 2 ways. One, I leave my phone here in my office, which is adjacent to my bedroom, but it's far enough away from my bed that I have to get up in order to get up in the day. And 2, I don't lay there and scroll the news feed. Isn't that a good tip there, right there? Yeah, so put your phone someplace else, put your alarm clock far away. Keep your phone out of the bedroom so that you can fall asleep quietly, you can wake up in the morning, and that little light isn't blinking in the middle of the night, kind of waking you up. Even the subtlest of white lights or blue lights will take you out of that deep sleep. So try your best to banish the feed, get out of the news feed because that just sucks time away from you, that you are not being productive, and definitely stay away from the very early morning and the nighttime. All right, number 5, the last one I'm going to give you today, because we're going to continue this over the 3 parts of this week. Number 5, start your mornings with positivity. Do an activity in the morning that will start your day with positivity to boost your creative and motivated juices. I start my day every single morning with a positive podcast, by getting into my devotional and writing my goals out, my affirmations. I really love getting into things like Quote of the Day, the Life School podcast, Robin Sharma's mastery sessions, something that's going to help you feel good, something that's going to help you stay motivated, something that's going to really help you get going in the morning. So, after I do those things during the school year, I would be pushing play on my workout and then getting my family ready to go for the day. You can do your workout at any point of that, really getting your juices flowing in your body, your heart rate going, the blood pumping, and really helps you be your best. So those are my 5 tips for you this morning on how you can be more productive, how you can jumpstart your day, how you can get going and really kind of starting out your day in a good way. So thanks so much for joining me this morning. I really hope that you got something out of this. It kind of looks like my internet connection was a little wonky at times, and if you could hear my daughter yelling in the background, obviously I need to do this earlier in the day. But I hope that you had you got something out of this. You can take these 5 tips and apply them to your life in the next couple of days. And Wednesday, I'll be back here live on Public House Media again with 5 more tips 6 through 10 on how to be more productive in your day and really help you live your best life. I know that school is coming up here soon, especially for people in Iowa. Right here, we're first day of school is August 23rd. And so we have like 3 weeks left before the school system really gets going and those routines come back to place. So hopefully you can take these 15 steps of productivity that I'm going to give you this week over the next 3 days and really start applying them to your life so that when those things happen, when the routines start hitting, that you can just be running on all cylinders. All right. So thanks so much for joining me this morning. Make sure you head over to the podcast awards link that I'm sure will be in the show notes, and definitely here on Public House Media. You can find that post and vote for Choose to Rise, and also vote for Press Row with my friend Christian. We are the last couple days of voting here on the 31st, and we would love your support. If you are interested in getting connected, I want to hear from my listeners. I want to hear what is good for you. I want to hear what you're loving. I want to hear what I can serve you more with. here on Public House Media on Choose to Rise and just really help you live your best life, rise up out of your current struggles and live your best life. So let me know, what is it that I can do for you? How can I connect with you? And if you want to be a part of my Choose to Rise community, I would love to get connected with you about that as well. Shoot me an email at choosetoriseup@gmail.com and let's get started on working with you on getting to be your happiest, healthiest self. Again, thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you again here on Wednesday. Bye.